Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Ruel. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy, sincerely, to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this, wherever you are, whatever your lot may be, especially now more so than ever, because you see how the times are winding down. And of course, the scriptures tell you this devil knows he has a short time, so he's going to come down with great wrath. This is just another quick one, sounding a trumpet, throwing up some warnings, calling out, prophesied to the wind, calling out this devil, his actions, his fraudulent claims to be someone he's not, and basically giving a testimony to his evil deeds, going against what the Lord intended for this world to be. All right, so this won't be very long, but you can see this, all right? So you got the one world thing, all right, end of individuality, and now the Lord, end of nations, right? And the Lord never intended that. The Lord separated the people. So basically what you're going to have is just a modern day Tower of Babel. They're trying to do the same thing. The scriptures tell you there's nothing new under the sun. But before we read that, let's get Genesis 11:5. And the Lord came down, right, and Yahweh came down, right, through his angels, to see the city and the tower calm down, which the children of men built. And Yahweh said, behold, this people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Go, let us go down, and therefore confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. Okay? Because the Lord intended for things to be separate and in order, especially his own people. Fast forward into the future, his own people. All right, so if we're looking at this current time, there were no Israelites per se. They were just the children of God, or sons of God. All right, through the line of Adam. Abel would have been slew, or slown, however you say that, slain. And so it would have been from Adam down to Seth. Okay, and there are plenty of videos that go through that line where the priesthood, the oral traditions were maintained. But again, as always, the Lord had always meant to keep the nations separate. Everybody in their own land. Okay, there was mixing when it came to the idea of commerce, right? But especially his people, he wanted us separate. This is Psalms 2:1. And this is what they do. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine vain things? And if you look, this is all vanity. Look, end of family unit. But the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. And the family is like a business. And that is why, the men of old had multiple wives. It wasn't just about a sex thing. And that is the polluted and perverted and dumbed down mind of the people of the West, where they think it's all about sex. But it was a business. You were forwarding a legacy, which there's no legacy here to forward. I'm just saying back then, one world central bank, right? So, control of the money means control of everything else. End of all private property. This is modern day slavery. Like you have, I forgot about the cashless currency, right? So you got Revelation 13:16, where it tells you he's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma, all right, an implant. Okay, and that is going to control, that will have everything. It knows when you're sleeping. It knows when you're awake. It knows when you've been bad or good. All right, let me stop. You got to have a little fun sometimes, because, shit, where we heading? Goodness gracious. Nothing but the mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to save us. Okay, let's see, end of all private property. So, no land, no cars you own. You don't even own your own home. Everything is controlled and delegated by a select few. And we understand Job 9:24 tells you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And basically this list here is just a example of one huge instance of mismanagement completely going off. Has this, good grief. All right, look at that. And then look at this one, the mandatory multiple pokes in the arm yearly. All right, keeping you dumbed down and keeping you weak and sick. All right, and don't forget they're gonna have the food. The food is gonna be even worse. I don't know how, but the food's gonna be even worse than what it is now. Social media, digital ID, everything you say, all right, that could bring about the famine of the word because it's linked to everything, to who you are, all right, your ID, identification. So be careful about agreeing with what is actually righteous. And, the scriptures tell you the righteous shall be made a prey. That is in many different ways, more than one. Okay, right under social media, digital ID, you see that word, all right, for health, shopping, and travel. Social credit system, government raised children, and they are already, your children are nothing but wards of the state, especially if you are married according to Esau's laws. All right, now you are a corporate entity, your woman is a corporate entity, and you come together to form a triune, and then whatever you have, well, whatever child you have, they are wards of the state. That's already a thing now. So imagine, as soon as that baby comes out, poked with a bunch of poison, implanted with a device, and born into thousands upon tens of thousands of dollars of debt because we, as the people of Babylon, or should I say, we as physical citizens of Babylon, because those of us who are understand, we flew. We have already mentally and spiritually put by this place. We are not citizens of this place. We just physically are here, all right? Pilgrims in the land, because this is not our rest. But anyway, they already government raised, especially when they go to school. God forbid you try to homeschool your children. They gonna put you through the ringer. You got to get all these tests and permissions and liberties and things of that nature. So as you can see, this is just basically a tightening down of what already is. You're not free. You're not well. And again, you are sick. Your air is polluted. I'm going to say this every damn video. Your air is polluted. Your body is polluted. Their food is defiled. The water you drink ain't shit. The plastic they put it in is killing you. Every time you wake up, you're taking 10 minutes off your life because, I don't know, the way they make certain sheets. Say you can't afford super expensive sheets. Even the clothes you put on, everything is defiled and polluted. And this list should serve to show you that if you ain't sighing and crying now, you damn sure gonna be. Because let's say we do get to 2030. Man, there's going to be two sets of people. You're going to have the righteous that are going to be begging for Yahweh to send his son and end this shit. And forgive my French, excuse me for my foul language. And then you're going to have those who just ain't got it. They're just made in vain. You were born just to be judged. And they're going to be begging, they're going to go to Egypt for help. All right, roughly paraphrase, you look that scripture up. It tells you, woe to them that go unto Egypt for help. And he's talking to our people, of course, the Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. All right, they're going to be begging them. Within this system, how do I get more? How do I want to spend a little bit more time outside than 15 minutes because there's some sort of, fake demic to where you got to be indoors. And that thing in your arm is going to tell you, or is going to alert them when and where and what, however, full and total control, full and total transparency while you know nothing about them. Look at that. End of non-essential travel. You can't go to and fro. Humans concentrated into 15-minute zones. You're just packed in like rats. End of private farms. No vegetable garden. You can't. God forbid you grow your own food. And even if you do, the soil is trash. They can just go and spray a little something while you sleep. And next thing you know, oh, you have government property on this farm. This farm is ours. Wicked. Complete and utter wickedness. um Revelation 6 and 8. I couldn't remember where the horses were. I tried to not to make this long. Baba Kushar, bear with me, and dear Lord, please let this video actually record. Let's see, I heard a voice in the midst, and looked, in the four beasts is a measure of wheat. Okay, this is 6 and 6. Measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. When he opened the fourth seal, the fourth beast said, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name is said on was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. So that, and then there's a black horse that talks about the famine. Okay, you can read through this on your own. I just wanted to grab really quick and point out where it was. But and if you need edification on that, if you just type in GMS Revelations chapter 6, you will be sure to find something. There is an extensive catalog of GMS videos. Those men are truly the men of the Lord, and those who preach the like doctrine are as well. You would do well to do so while you have the fake freedom to look it up. All right, before all some certain of these things become implemented. And who's to say that each one of these won't need a false they won't need a false flag attack or something that would happen to cause people to willingly give up their freedom and allow all of this list to become enacted, little by little. Look at that. Ban of all natural medicine, AI courts, end of individual rights, limited access to wild spaces, end of animal ownership. Hell on earth. And this is especially a hell for those who understand how the earth was supposed to be run, how things are supposed to be. So, like I said, if you ain't sighing and crying now, right, if you ain't got that Dawah, all right, the set a mark on those who sigh and cry, we want that mark, not this one that they talking about. Then I don't know what to tell you. You just gonna be destroyed along with the rest, with everything else. But to those who are sighing and crying now, before all of this has been fully implemented, we are sighing and crying now. I pray that the Lord has mercy upon you and your family. I pray that whatever strength that you pray and ask for, that the Lord gives it to you. I pray that whatever strength and protection and covering that you ask for, the Lord gives it to you and your family. With that being said, I pray that Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai be with us all. Shalom.